so many residents who were impacted by those deadly flash floods that swept through the area. Remember, the banks of the Guadalupe River really swelling. More than 135 people losing their lives for these floods here. Texas Governor Greg Abbott with this message today. Take a look at this. Saying to my fellow governors, thank you. Texas is grateful for the outpouring of support after the devastating floods across our state. He says the bravery and generosity of Americans across the country played a vital role in our response and recovery operations, saying we will rebuild. And he goes through in this statement all of the states that volunteered, that sent crews, that helped out, that assisted in each and every way. You can't really see this because it's small, but I'm going to read some of them. For example, Alabama, they sent a Type 3 urban search and rescue team and swiftwater boat squads. Arizona sent a voluntary agency liaison and remote aerial equipment crew support team, and the list goes on and on. California sending K-9 teams. Indiana sending K-9 teams. Maine with a voluntary agency liaison. Nebraska sending a Type 3 urban search and rescue team. The entire nation coming out to support our fellow countrymen there in the Lone Star State. So like I said, this community meeting, it just got going. It just started. It's being held there on that YouTube stream. But in the meantime, I wanted to highlight for you some reporting there in the New York Times regarding the response by FEMA here. I want to read the New York Times report because a pretty high up FEMA official has resigned over the very response, and we'll tell you why in this report. I'm reading it now. They go as follows, that the head of the FEMA's Urban Search and Rescue Unit has resigned. That's according to the New York Times. This person told colleagues that he was frustrated by bureaucratic hurdles the Trump administration imposed that delayed the agency's response to deadly flooding in Texas. Now, this is according to three people familiar with this individual's reasoning. This individual, his name, Kerr Pagurek, he worked with FEMA's Search and Rescue branch for more than a decade. He served as chief for the past year, told associates his concerns had been mounting since the start of hurricane season and that the administration's changes to the agency were causing, quote-unquote, chaos. He said he worried that a new policy that requires purchases of more than $100,000 be personally approved by Kristi Noem, the Homeland Security Secretary. He worried that could hurt disaster response efforts that require speed and agility. So experts have said that responses during a disaster can quickly total billions of dollars, and that requiring personal approvals for expenses of $100,000 and above could easily create bottlenecks. So I want to reiterate the reporting there in the New York Times. This is confirmed by other outlets as well, that the head of FEMA's Urban Search and Rescue Unit has resigned. His name, Kerr Pagurek. He worked with FEMA's Search and Rescue branch for more than a decade. He led the branch over the past year, and he said his concerns had been mounting, specifically highlighting this new policy under new DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, that she has to personally approve expenses at the agency there, $100,000 and above. So we'll wait and see whether the Trump administration, DHS, or FEMA responds to this report there and this resignation.